question. Good question. You know, it's unfortunate. You know, I don't really want to rehash the last 5 weeks or 6 weeks because it hasn't been pretty. But yeah, that's a real good question. But the question now is we just need to keep it. You know, not so much about how we perform, but what we did with our performance, our identity. You know, we played tough, we played controlled, we played patient.
The first, I think it was 26 minutes before you got a try, but they just stayed people bad, just stay in the dogfight, and then it all come together from there.
Yeah, and that's what we talked about at half time. No, we took the shot at goal and we missed. And when we got another opportunity, we took the 2 points, and just shows that the mentality we're prepared to grind it out, be patient, and back ourselves to play for 80 minutes. And I think it was 26 sets into the game before we actually scored. And we got, probably went close to scoring on that left edge, but that was where our luck's been the last 6 weeks. But we just need to keep sticking at it.
Brad leading to it at training?
Nothing, same as every week, but I don't know, there was halfway through our main session and something just clicked and they'd had a gutful of each other and just ripped in.
Is that something that you've been, I guess, waiting to see for the last 6 weeks? Something that you were excited to see?
Oh, we had some staff that wanted to pull it up because it was getting very competitive, but this is exactly what we needed, and we just we need to make sure we keep it.
Gutho, what did you see, I guess, on the field? How did it feel out there?
Yeah, it felt good. As Brad said, took us a while to get on the board, but once we did, it started rolling. And that's how we want to play. We want to play tough at the start, then start going at the end.
Brad, a lot has been made about your forward pack, I guess, in the last couple of weeks, and a lot said. Do you think we sort of saw a response from them today? Because their in the middle and their meters was very, very high, very good.
Well, we didn't have to make 400 tackles today, so that helps. So it's all relative to the amount of work you got to do defensively, and then when you got the ball, you don't quite have the same energy. And if you're flipping around 5 weeks ago when it was a situation down at Manly, I thought Manly defended really well early today. They hung on better than we did, in round 2. But our forwards had a bit more energy to carry with a bit more vigour and push for each other.
Do you feel like the forwards today, I guess, will make it hard for, Scott and Evans to come back into the side?
Well, look, I just want to go home and watch a game that I'm happy about. So I'll worry about the team on Tuesday.
But I guess the challenge now is to roll on here and stop at 1 win, obviously.
Yeah, it's nice to celebrate a win now, but that's how we played and what we look like today is what we need to look like all the time. And if that means another win, that's great, but that's what we need to look like.
Brady, Moses' game, do you get a sense coming in that he was ready to play that way?
He's been trying very hard, and it worked for him today. Showed a good level of composure and patience, as both halves did. They've been trying hard, it just hasn't been working.
Gutho, from your perspective on pitch, what was the difference between this week and last week? As PA said, trying hard, but today it's up.
Yeah, as you said, everything they did today just worked, and the last 6 weeks hasn't. If we can keep grinding into games, it's going to keep clicking, and that's what we've got to work on consistently.
Clint, big week for you. What does the co-captaincy mean to you?
Yeah, it's massive. It's a huge honour in a club like this. Brad sort of pulled me in at the start of the week and said he wants to do it, and I was happy to do it. And to have Tim and Bo there to help me sort of work my way into it, it's important and very humbling.
What leadership qualities did you see in Clint?
It was hard that he's come back one game in, and we've always thought right through his first week of training with us that he was going to be a future captain of our club. I've often said about his preparation to games and his preparation to being the best footballer he can be. So that's what you want from a leader. You don't want him just to talk it, you want him to walk it. And Clint's been, since his time at our club, our best trainer and our most professional player.
Brad, can you give us a bit of an insight? What did you say when you sat down at the end of the game before the song or after the song? What do you say to the players?
I just talked about, we talked about all week our identity. We talked about it again at half time. and that was the priority for us, just to look like the team that we want to be. And you know, we need to continue to do that. And if that means it's good enough to win, great. But that's what we need to be.
Brad, that, like, you copped a bit this week, is this water on the ducks back to you? Or?
That's fine. You know what? We opened ourselves up for it. When you're 0-6, that's what it is, and it's part of the job. But at no stage am I rolling over. I'm here for the long haul. Same with the players.
Brad, any update on Jared? Obviously, it's the same pick again.
Yeah. No, I don't know. Sorry. Well, yeah, haven't even gone down that path yet.
It's easy to ask after the fact that he's injured, but he was 100% right to go this week. Wasn't pushed back early.
Oh, look, I don't know many players that go into a game 100% every week. So we got to back our staff, and we got to back the player. They say they're good to go. They're good to go.
Thanks.
Thank you.